The first piece that we'll perform for this second set is the first piece we ever arranged together. Anderson needs to tune, so I'm going to talk. Anderson and I were sitting on our balcony, and we were sharing our individual arts. Anderson was playing some music that he recently had written at the time. I had shared a story that I wrote that I found out was getting published in the Boise in an online magazine in town. And it was two artists collaborating and sharing. Thankfully, after I got done with my story, Anderson said, "Read that again." And he grabbed his guitar and started strumming. And we put Fuji together that night. It didn't get perfected maybe that night, but it was darn close. The song is one of my favorite Anderson Mitchell songs, "Don't Look Down." The story is called "Talking to a Rock." And when we put it together, it's about perspective shift and how we need that in life, even in the subtle moments. Let's do Fuji.
Full moon on a volcano. See the clouds below. Triangular shape. Full moon on a volcano. See the clouds below.
Hiking Mount Fuji is not a great accomplishment. When you do it, old Japanese ladies who do it once a week for leisure pass you by, giggling. You hike Mount Fuji the way you tour the Colosseum in Rome. Anyone can do it, but not everyone has been, so you do it to say you've been. Well, I have proof that I've been. It's a lava rock from the very top of Fuji-san. A quarter-pound chunk of volcano vomit that I learned after I had brought it home was bad luck. I was telling this story to my friend Jen, a beautiful young woman totally devoted to the healing arts and making the world a better place. Jen is not a liberal. Jen is not a progressive. Jen is a utopian. Apologize to the mountain and let it know the rock is in good hands. You've been proud to have it, you've been taking good care of it, and you want permission to keep it. Maybe even one day you'll return it, Jen said. But you have to go back to that moment when you took it. Our group of 10 expatriates began the Fuji climb at 11 p.m. It's the recommended way to climb Fuji-san because leaving the base station at 11 p.m. allows you to get to the top of Fuji right at sunrise. It also makes the hike up one of the most aesthetic nighttime experiences imaginable. Far outside the Tokyo-Yokohama skyline, nearly 13,000 feet in the air, Fuji is the Hubble telescope of earthbound stargazing. Never before had I seen so many stars, so crystalline. But what drew my attention for most of the hike upward was not the amazing sky. It was the clouds underneath. A couple hours into the hike, we were well above cloud line, and our group noticed a strange triangular dark spot on the clouds below. Some loose references were made to it along the way, but none of us really knew what it was we were seeing. After all, it was much easier to get lost in the mystery of a galaxy than to ponder some bizarre cloud formation down below. A few more hours into the hike, oxygen began to thin. And while there were no treacherous moments, taking 7 steps, then 5 steps, then 3 steps in a row became a challenge. A break was needed. My buddy Mike, a sweet-natured Texan, stood about 6'3". He needed the break the most. He pulled off his backpack, sat down next to his fiancée Kara, and he looked up at the sky.
It's a full moon tonight. I think that's why we can see the shape,
Mike said. No one said anything, but everyone looked around as this silent haiku hit the collective unconscious.
Triangular shape, full moon on a volcano. See the clouds below. Triangular shape, full moon on a volcano. See the clouds below.
Holy shit, Mike, I said.
Yeah, I think that triangle we've been looking at is Fuji's shadow.
Mike said coolly. Holy shit, Mike, I said.
And I'll keep walking till my feet may bleed. I've no control of what they see. The people change and children grow. Can't change what others think they know. Just walk and don't look down, and you'll be free.
I think that when we die, for a second we're still alive. And during that second, I believe our mind pulls above our body. And we know exactly where we are. And we know exactly where we're going. And we know exactly content. Jen, that's how we felt on Fuji-san at that moment. Our bodies and minds at rest. The subtle cues of ambivalent nature revealing themselves in the silence of the world where freedom lies and creativity is born. And for the first time in my 27 years of life, I knew exactly where I was.
And I'll keep walking till my feet may bleed. I've no control of what they see. The people change and children grow. Can't change what others think they know. Just walk and don't look down, and you'll be free. Just walk and don't look down, and you'll be free. Just walk and don't look down, and you'll be free.
Thank you.
Thank you.